Welcome to my channel. These are the top 3 chat room nightmares. 3. I was at a friend's house for a sleepover, and we were just messing around on Omegle, which connects you to random people through a webcam. It was mostly local people looking for friends or, maybe a little more than friends. I spent a lot of time in these online voice chat rooms. One day this guy named Chris said he wanted to help me with some computer issues. He sent me this link, and it was some kind of program that allowed him to control my mouse. I trusted him, and everything seemed fine. But later that night, I woke up and I saw my laptop screen was on and it was displaying all these pictures. First, it was just my empty room, and then it was me sleeping. Then it started playing this video of me sleeping with this horrifying expression on my face. I tried to shut it down, but it just kept going. It wouldn't let me shut it off. Then it showed a picture of the outside of my house, and then my computer just shut off. My dog, who never barks at anything, was going crazy, barking at the door. I knew somebody was out there. I grabbed my phone and I called the cops, but they couldn't do anything. I ended up moving to a hotel and then I burned my laptop. I met this girl named Julie and we started talking. I had a huge crush on her, and one day she invited me to her farmhouse, which was like an hour away. I got there, and this big burly man came to the door. He said he was Julie's dad and he let me in. But he kept bringing up things about me that creeped me out. He knew things that only Julie would have known. I started to think that this wasn't good. Then I started seeing these dark figures moving around outside the house. I got scared and I was like, I gotta go. I drove off as fast as I could. But then on the way out, I almost hit this spike strip. I slammed on my brakes and I looked back at the house. I'll never forget the look on Julie's face. She was standing at the window and she mouthed, "I'm sorry. I don't want to know what would have happened if I had stayed there." We talked to this guy for a bit, and then he sent us a link. It was probably a rickroll or something. So we clicked it, and it took us to this video. It was just this road, and then it panned to this house, and then to their backyard. And then we saw this hand reach over and grab the spare key that was hidden there. My friend and I noped out of there, turned off the computer, and hid under the blankets in his basement. We were freaking out because we thought whoever this guy was, he knew where we lived, and he had access to our friend's spare key. We could hear footsteps in the house, and we literally cowered under the blankets until the footsteps went away and we heard the front door close. We called the cops, but they didn't find anything. The only thing that was missing was the spare key. That was crazy. Number 2. The farmhouse trap. Number 1. The webcam stalker. So I was in college and I was living by myself. These stories are terrifying. Please be careful when you're connecting with strangers online. You never know who you're really talking to.